Hello, welcome to Heart and Friends. My name is Heart, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about when I went to the Western Pennsylvania Furry Weekend, or WPAFW for short, in 2018. Tried a little different angle this time around. I wanted to put my little banner up in the background here. I'm only using my PS4 to try, just to see what it looks like. It's just a test. But if you guys like it, let me know. So anyway, WPAFW. So this is my third WPAFW that I've ever been to. My first WPAFW, I only went on a Saturday because it was the only time I had. I went Saturday and me and my mom went. My mom actually came with me. It was like her first furry convention. It's weird how I want to explain WPAFW because WPAFW is a convention, but I like to say it is more a furry picnic kind of thing. I like to call it a furry picnic weekend more than like a convention because it just seems like a really big picnic. But I mean, it's still a place where a bunch of people gather around and stuff and hang out and do all that fun stuff. But anyway, second time I went to WPAFW, I went Friday and Saturday. I didn't go Sunday because I think we were going to leave to go visit my sister, so I kind of couldn't do that. So only Friday and Saturday. So this WPAFW 2018, I was able to finally go all 3 days. Yay! That was very nice. So WPAFW is a 3-day weekend in Pittsburgh, up at what's called North Park Lodge. It's a really big, it's like a decent size to hold everybody. So let's start with Friday. I started my WPAFW off by going to the doctor's. Yeah! I had to go to the doctor's that day, so I couldn't go to WPAFW right away, so that's how my day started. So I went to the doctor, and then I got home, finally got all my stuff together, got the car all packed, and my mom came with me, because my mom actually likes going to WPAFW, surprisingly. I don't know. She gotta bring her along, so packed up the car, left, and thought we were gonna make decent time to get there, but then we hit traffic in Pittsburgh, of course, and it made us even more late than we already were. But it was alright. So we got out of the traffic in Pittsburgh, so we're driving, and we finally get to our hotel. We went to our hotel first, just so we can get everything out of the car and just put everything in the hotel so we don't have to worry about having it in the car. So we got to the hotel around like 5-ish. So we got everything out of the car, put everything in the hotel room, kind of sat and checked it out a little bit. But we had to get to the lodge because at 5:30 they started dinner. So we rushed out of there, out of the hotel, and drove down to the lodge, and got our badges. I actually got the sponsor this year, the one above the normal admission, and it came with like a little glass that I could use because at WPAFW they have a bar there. Now I'm old enough to drink. The last 2 times I went before, I could have drank, but I didn't. But I realize now that I was really missing out. So from now on, I need to make sure to buy the sponsor because the drink selections are not that bad. I mean, I'm not a big fan of beer, but what they had was really good. Unless I got like the really dark beer. I hate dark beer. No offense to anybody who likes dark beer, but I don't like it. I think it tastes gross. Anyway, so we got all that. We got there just in time for dinner. So we sat down. It was I think it was Chinese. They had like a Chinese food theme. It was really good. Love my Chinese food. So then we were just kind of walking around after dinner, just kind of checking out all the raffle prizes and stuff, getting some tickets, doing all that. Then after a while, they had a dessert. They had ice cream. So we sat down, had a bowl of ice cream, which was nice. And then they started up the party stuff when it got later in the night. Like, they started to do the DJ stuff. And during the nighttime, it seems like that's when a lot of the fursuiters come out. At least it seems like it. But it's like, everyone started having their fursuit on, and I'm like, I really want my fursuit on. So I actually went to the car and grabbed Heart. I just put her head and her paws and her tail on. Like, I just kind of poodled it. I didn't care. I just wanted her on. So I did that, and I went to the dance floor, and I was dancing a little bit because I really wanted to go dance. So I was doing that for a little bit during the night, and then the night was just kind of slow and steady. It was really calm. It was really nice. I mean, I like WPAFW for its atmosphere. I mean, especially when it gets dark and it's spooky and all the trees and the woods and stuff. But it's really comforting. Like, it's really nice. That's really all there was for Friday. I mean, it wasn't a lot since I got there late and couldn't really do much. But we went home, we went back to our hotel and just kind of chillaxed there for a little bit and just went to bed. And then Saturday came along. Saturday was a really busy day. Like, I'm surprised I fit it all in. But we got there in time for lunch. We slept in a little bit, so which was nice. There wasn't really anything happening until lunch, so we just kind of slept in. So went to lunch, which took a really long time because usually there's two sides to the table that they have the food on, but they only had one side going. So the line took really long. So we were in line for like at least an hour, maybe longer. So they actually had to push the fursuit photo back a bit. They actually had to push the fursuit photo because people were still in line to eat by the time it rolled around. So, which was nice. It gave me some time to actually eat, sit down for a little bit, have it digest, and then I went to go get ready for the fursuit photo. So I went and put all of Heart on. So it was like, I still am new to full suiting, but I love it so much. Like, I enjoy full suiting because it just makes me feel more cute. I don't know. I guess that's just the way that it is. I still don't mind partialing, but like, full suit. I get more hot. I don't care though, but it's still so fun. But so I went to put Heart on with help of my mother because I can't put her on by myself because I'm too fat. I have a problem zipping her up. Her zipper's on the side, like where her black and red meet, and it's on the side. So I actually have a problem zipping it up still, especially when it gets to, you know, these things, because they get in the way. But we got ready for the fursuit photo. We all gathered around, and I'm not sure if they ever said how many fursuiters there were in the picture, but they took one with the fursuits, and then they got a picture with people who wanted to be in the picture in general, like normal people, like the fursuiters and the people who were there, like attending. So there was that, and then after the picture was over, me and my mom went down to the playground. They have a playground nearby. We went down to the playground, and I like to take pictures down there, so we and her took some pictures of me. There were some people hanging out, like, on the actual play set, which, I mean, people can hang out where they want, but it kind of annoyed me because I wanted to take a picture on the actual play set on the jungle gym, and I couldn't. So, like, my pictures were, like, very limited to what there was, which makes me a little sad because I actually was able to get, like, full Heart pictures, but they I feel like I couldn't get as many, but some of them still turned out pretty well. Then after that, I went and took Heart off. We sat down for a little bit. Upstairs, they have movies. They always play movies during WPAFW, so we actually went upstairs and watched a movie. I think when we went up there, they put on Ant-Man and the Wasp, which is a really good movie. But is it bad that I haven't even seen the first Ant-Man movie? I still haven't seen the first Ant-Man movie. I'm so bad. But, like, Ant-Man and the Wasp was really good. I mean, I kind of understood what was going on eventually, like, because they put some of the old story from the first movie into it, so I kind of got it of what was going on, so that wasn't too bad. But that movie was really good. If you haven't watched it, I guess I would recommend watching it. Of course, watch the first Ant-Man movie first. After the movie was over, it was about time for dinner, so we went down for dinner, ate some food, and then after dinner, it was time for the charity raffle. Now, the one thing that I absolutely love about WPAFW is how they do the Chinese auction raffle. There's somebody named the Plum who goes up on stage and makes fun of everybody who wins, or everybody in the audience. It's the most fantastic form of entertainment there is. Like, I find it so enjoyable. I actually got a chance to video the whole charity raffle from that WPAFW, so if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you do, because it's just the most funniest thing ever. And they changed where it was last year, which was a little difficult because you're sitting on a hill and you're sitting on an uncomfortable seat for a long period of time, and sitting on a hill, it was very difficult because, like, the way you have to, like, lean on the chair, it was, like, so hard. But it was still nice because he had, like, a little stage to himself up on the platform thing. But the charity raffle lasted a while. It's so fun. I love all the prizes, because people bring the prizes for the charity raffle, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's, like, more of them each time. I actually was able to win something from that WPAFW. I actually won something from WPAFW 2017 as well. I won a bunch of little car things, and a WPAFW sign. But I actually won, for 2018, I won a bunch of horse stuff, which was really nice. It was really cute. So, got a, like, giant stuffed horse and just some pictures. It was a nice little basket, I guess you could say. So, after the charity raffle was all over, went upstairs and collected all the rest of the stuff for my prizes and took it all to the car. And me being me, I wanted to put Heart back on. All of her. My mom wasn't very happy about that, but I did it. And I went down to the dance floor and tried not to fall on my ass the whole time because it was raining, and I was trying really hard not to fall because I don't know if it was just my feet, the way that they were, or what, but the dance floor was wet too. But I kept slipping a lot, so, like, I couldn't really do a lot of stuff on the dance floor. It's kind of like, you know, moving my arms around, stuff, you know, bouncing up and down, you know. I didn't want to, like, go all out on it because I didn't want to fall on my ass. So I did that, walked around a little bit with her, and just went and took her off, then went back to the hotel. There wasn't really much else going on that night besides some snacky things that they had out. So Sunday was my last day. This was actually the first time I actually was at a WPAFW for a Sunday, which, I mean, everyone's kind of gone home a little bit, but Sunday was still very nice and relaxing. I stayed there for a little long. But Sunday we woke up, we got all our stuff together because we had to leave the hotel room. So we got all the stuff back in the car, and we checked out and went back to the lodge where they were holding everything. And on Sundays, it's really awesome. They hold a car show on Sunday in the mornings, and it goes into the afternoon, and people can leave their cars out there if they want for as long as they want. But the car show is really nice. A lot of people have like a bunch of old cars, which I think is really cool. Like, a lot of people have a bunch of old cars. Like, not like way old, but they're still decently old. But they're really nice. So I got walked around in the car, there's a little set of them this year, but it was nice. So Sunday we got there in time for brunch. Mainly there's a bunch of leftover stuff from the weekend, which is a nice little combo. So we sat down, had some of that, and then I went and put Anu on because I wanted to wear him for a little bit. But it was really hard because Anu's ventilation isn't too good. I think it's because his mouth is just so close together. I don't really have a good hole for his mouth. But I mean, it's not too bad. But it was really hot. You know, for October, it was actually pretty hot that weekend, surprisingly. So I had Anu on that Sunday, and it was actually really hard for me to keep him on because it was so hot. But I was able to keep him on for a little bit, and me and my mom went back down to the playground and got some pictures of him. Which made up for Anthrocon, when I had him at Anthrocon, because I barely got any pictures of him. So I got a decent amount of pictures when I had Anu for WPAFW, which was nice. So after that, I took Anu off, and we were just kind of chilling. Me and my mom, we were just kind of relaxing around. We kind of just, you know, sat down, talked to other people, drank, you know, all that fun stuff. And then we waited for dinner to come around, and they had pizza. Oh my goodness. Me and my mom were sitting in the cafeteria area where they have the food, and all of a sudden, when it gets around the time for dinner, all these people start bringing pizza boxes in. All these pizza boxes. I can't remember how many there were, but oh my god, there was so much pizza. So much pizza. I was like in heaven. I love pizza. So, I mean, I don't know who doesn't. But pizza. So, that was dinner. So, I wasn't feeling too good after dinner. But I think that's because I drank my alcohol too fast. Like, I started really not feeling well. But we just kind of went upstairs and sat on the balcony. And we just kind of listened to people singing for karaoke, which was nice. I mean, for the people who were not bad at singing, they were pretty okay. It was some of them were pretty funny. But yeah, I just kind of sat up there for a little bit and put Anu back on, walked around, tried to get some pictures, and then we just decided to leave. I mean, there wasn't really much else for us to do. I mean, we just wanted to go home at that point. And, I mean, I didn't really want to go, but, I mean, I wasn't feeling well, so I just went home. We just all went home. So, that's basically the end of my WPAFW adventure for 2018. I really look forward to WPAFW 2019. I love going to WPAFW. If anybody has a chance, I recommend going to WPAFW. Whether you live in Western Pennsylvania, or if you live in Ohio, West Virginia, Maryland, maybe New York, even the other side of Pennsylvania, I highly recommend at least trying to get to WPAFW if you can. Because WPAFW is a nice, different experience, I think. Instead of a big convention center or big hotel, it's just a nice, quiet area in the woods. and it's different. I feel people should experience that different for WPAFW, which also makes WPAFW special. If I can remember, we raised over $10,000 just for the charity that was there. It was a animal shelter, I believe. Actually, a local one to me, actually, surprisingly, which was nice to see as well. And there was over 400 attendees, I believe, which was pretty big, surprisingly. It didn't seem like there were that many people there, but there was. And I expect WPAFW to grow even more at some point. But of course, if we grow too much, then we might outgrow our area. But hopefully that won't happen. It'd be nice if WPAFW got bigger. But at the same time, it's like, if we got bigger, where would we go? It wouldn't, I feel like it wouldn't be the same without where it is. In a nice, remote, foresty type scenery. But yeah, that's my WPAFW, and hopefully I'll be able to get more and just experience more and give more. So that's all for today. That's my post-WPAFW video for all you guys to enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!